Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
This is Star Wars Arcade on the Atari 800, released by Domark in 1988. Now, I'm a little hazy on these things because this is my first Atari 800 gameplay. The Atari 800 and the Atari 400 were released in 1979, weren't they? And they were way ahead of their time. Whether or not full advantage was taken of them, I do not know. But the Atari 800 at least was a pretty popular system. Now, am I right in thinking, I never realised that Domark did this for the Atari 800. Am I right in thinking that the Atari 800 is what the Atari 5200 was based on, or is it the 400? Because I know that was based on one of the computers, and obviously they just stripped away the keyboard, and obviously we all know how the Atari 5200 worked out. Because there is a version of Star Wars Arcade on the 5200, I don't have a gameplay of it, because you can take my word for it. It's not very good, although Star Wars on the 2600, for what it's running on, is reasonably impressive. Anyway, we have title screen music, so that's kind of cool. It doesn't have a scroll, obviously, but it does do, well then neither did the Spectrum, so it does give you, you know, the plot of the game on a screen, which I probably talked over, or it's not going to show us again. Anyway, I do like how chunky the graphics are, so I've waffled long enough, let's break into it. How well this is going to play, because I'm playing on my Super Console X with this pad, we do not know. But anyway, Obi-Wan Kenobi is gone, but his presence felt within the Force. The Empire's Death Star, under the command of Darth Vader, nears the rebel planet. You must join the rebellion to stop the Empire. The Force will be with you always. Thank you for letting me read it, game. Honestly, that doesn't happen very often. Flight instructions to Red 5. Pull trigger to start. Your X-Wing is equipped with an invisible deflector shield that will protect you for 8 collisions. Deflector strength is the last one. A fireball. You know this. I just glad that it's in there. Flyer. Right. We're inverted. We don't have the colour of the X-Wing like we do on all the other ports, or even to the what it looks like in the arcade. Chunky is thy name. I would argue that it's chunkier than the 5200. Shield status in the middle at the top. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that. That's Death's. That's Darth's tie. He pretty much is Death in his franchise, so isn't he? You can't blow him up. The colour palette seems odd. I'm pretty sure that they could. This pad is shite. I should have played it on keys. I don't even know if I can play it on keys. They should have done like all the other versions. It must have been able to do that. I mean, obviously this system's got a blue. We can see it. And a red. And I got an itchy forehead. Space. The vacuum, it does that to me. Oh. I'm not a massive fan of the flatulent noises when oh, we shoot their projectiles. The trench run is going to be quite interesting. How many shields have I got? 6. That's cool. So it's a lot chunkier than I thought it would be. The Spectrum, Amstrad and the Commodore. Maybe not so much the Commodore. That would like kind of be on par. Far sharper visuals. Well, the Amstrad, the Spectrum's the sharpest of the lot, because it's a Spectrum. It's majestic and mighty and wins at everything it does without even trying, with both arms behind its back. This pad is shite. Did I get it? Did I get it? I don't know if I got it. Did I get it? Yes. Leaving it a bit late there, game, to make me worry such. Death Star destroyed. I kind of noticed that. I was there. I did it. Bonus for remaining shields. I got 6. Wave 2, top right. Well, it's Star Wars Arcade. If it was this sensitive with whatever joysticks came with it on keys, I don't know. But it is very sensitive with this pad. Right. My game plan here is just to shoot their projectiles. Anyway, do you know what? It's not quite as sharp visually, I would say. And by that I mean the lines, because they're all jagged and shit. I wouldn't say jaggies, because they're not really. That haven't been invented yet in systems. But it plays better than a 5200. It feels more Star Wars-y, if that makes sense. And as always, if I loved the arcade machine back in the day, would I have been happy with this? I would have said, Mum, can we have a Spectrum like my mate Dave? Because Star Wars Arcade on that looks phenomenitits. But no, I would have been happy with this. Just because, you know, Star Wars Arcade. Vector graphics, it blew your mind as a child. Were on your home systems. Just don't understand. I mean, someone can probably explain to me, because I don't know anything about 800 or 400 architecture. But why it's so fucking chunky town? There's no slowdown though, eh? Cool. There's slowdown, eh? Shit! I'm not going to shoot any of those things unless they so happen to get in my way. Then that's on them. That's on them. Yeah, let's slow down. It's still alright though. I mean, let's slow down on all the other versions. Commodore version runs so slow at points it practically goes back in time. Shit! So I've still got 5 shields. Does that mean some of those weird fizzy drink can opening noises, that's a real descriptive term, I'm sticking with it, weren't me getting pummeled? I have to make it at least as far as the towers just to see, but I really don't think if there's catwalks I stand a fucking piss chance in hell. Look at that fireball going up a bit, yeah, of making it. But yeah, I would have been well happy with this if this was the only system I had back in the day and I loved Star Wars Arcade, because it's giving you Star Wars Arcade. And it's Domark, isn't it? So obviously I would assume, because all the other ports by Domark were pretty fucking bang on, weren't they? So this is probably as best as the Atari 800 could do. Again, if I don't know what's inside this little machine, and I don't mean my Super Console X, or how it handles vectors, then, you know, let me know. But yeah, I'm guessing this is the best they could have done. Did I ever see Atari 800 games in all my travels as a kid? Sonic Computers in Bedminster, that was the, and Micro Mega in Bath, they were the first places I went. I'm sure they would have had some. They were, you know, for everyone. Look at this. Shit! Oh god, no. How do I... Oh, now we're... That's impressive, but I don't know how I shoot them without crashing into the catwalks. Apparently I'm not doing too badly. This isn't going to happen. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, yeah, it's chugging now, isn't it? This is a bit too much for the little computer that couldn't. Can I just avoid some of them by miraculously flying around, keeping my fingers crossed and hoping for a fucking miracle? Like that? No! Yoink! Yeah, this is slow down to tits. The other 8-bit versions, even the Commodore 64, I would say safely kick this ass. But it's on here. I've got 2 shields left. I've got 2 shields, one for each of you. Move! I want to blow up the Death Star. I just wanted to see the towers. I just wanted to dance. No, he missed. Oh, this is not going to happen. Why doesn't he just do a loop-the-loop and come straight back down on top? And that applies for the movie as well. Oh. I think the controls are a lot better than I'm getting from them because of this god-awful pad. Yoink. No. Oh, he's out. I'm practically a TIE fighter now. Seriously, you had no shields whatsoever and people still joined the Imperial Navy? Well, oh, well, there you go. Star Wars Arcade. What's that big fucking... Oh, that's the projector? It's like there's a big Z through Game Over. Star Wars Arcade on the Atari 800. This is the first Atari 800 game I played on the Spectrum, so if anyone has any recommendations for stuff that really pushes the system, because like I said, this is not as good as the other 8-bit ports. But, you know, It's a perfectly playable, functioning version of Star Wars Arcade. Anyway, as always, I love to know, I think, especially if you had an Atari 800. I didn't know anyone who had an Atari 800. To be fair, back in the day, I didn't know they existed. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.